because I hit adulthood a little
Hmm.
quicker than most of the kids my age. Because like college, you're not an adult, no matter what you think.
Yeah.
But when
No.
you're but when you're
Hell no.
working and then like going out and doing comedy and you're really like just like by yourself, I think that can kind of constitute being an adult. So I
No.
hit that earlier, but now I've hit the new phase of adulthood where I'm paying bills,
Oh
and
yeah.
fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Paying
How,
bills is buns.
how old are you now? You're 20.
I'm gonna
You're
be
20.
20. I'm gonna be 20 in less than a month. I'm turning 20 May 9th.
Oh yeah. No, for sure. Going out like that, going out by yourself, no friends like that, and doing an adult fucking thing. Because now you're around all adults. Maybe there'll be someone there your age. Maybe, probably not.
Yeah.
100% though, you're gonna have a lot of people that are older than you, and then so you're just with older people, which
Yeah,
just
all my friends
like.
are like 25 and up. I got a bunch of 30-year-old friends. So
I
so nice.
mean, you're looking at a 26-year-old right now, so
Ooh, old man.
yeah, no, you call me old man. And you know what? I have a defense for that. I
Okay.
might be a little bit older than you. But the Zoom thing, I don't like. It's too confusing. And that's the thing with Facebook. I hate Facebook. It's too confusing. Because I took a time off of Facebook for like 3 years, 7 years. I can't remember. So Facebook didn't change when I was on it that much. There would be like little updates. And then I would go on it. And I swear, like when I started doing comedy, which is you need Facebook. That's when I got back into it, and I realized how fucking mad this thing got. Like I missed like the puberty of Facebook where it changed a bunch. So when I came back to it, I was like, "What is happening? What does all this mean?"
Oh, they
This
switched the
doesn't make
game up
sense.
on you?
Yeah, I was. It was almost like I left it when they were a teenager, and I came back and they're like a 25-year-old.
Yeah, with a
They already went
beard.
to college.
Yeah.
Facebook went to college, maybe studied abroad, you know,
Mhm.
maybe got broken up with and it knew shit. And I was like, what? Who is this?
And
Now
it
I have
knew
to be
shit.
friends. I have to be friends with this Facebook guy that I don't even know, nor respect. So I don't like it. Twitter's my guy or girl,
I
whatever you want to call it.
I only got basically social media recently. I never was on it. Never really liked it.
Yeah,
Um,
you don't seem like you don't seem like someone who is 19, which is weird. You do seem older. You
yeah,
don't have, you're not immature. Because I would hate you if you were immature. I would never do this. You were immature.
appreciate it.
You're
Appreciate
not.
it.
That's the thing is you were never immature, which I think is a very rare thing from a 19-year-old. Because if I was 19, coming from Wisconsin over to Boston, I would have been beat up. I think I would not have been this shithead that I would have been way too loud. You're like calmer, and I think you're more of a defense fighter. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm all.
that's always been me. It's always like I'm a shy person, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
Um I'm quiet in the beginning because I'm just like observing everyone,
Hmm.
and then I'll come out of my shell. But also
Yeah.
too, I mean, I'm because I started 18 with
Yeah.
braces, walking into bars. So my whole thing was like I gotta just like be quiet and not draw attention to myself,
Yeah.
except for when I'm on stage. So yeah, it'd be real stupid of me being like, oh
Hmm.
yeah, I'm this cool 18-year-old who's in bars doing stand up, and then I get
Yeah.
kicked out.
Yeah. I don't know because I don't. I took so long to get into it. I feel like it took too long to get myself to be like, no, you're supposed to be a comedian.
Mm.
I was like 22, and I didn't even really do it then. It took me to like moving to like Vermont actually, to where I was like, okay, I think I want to do this.
Yeah, you
Um,
told me about that. Yeah.
yeah, so it took me too long. I wish I would have realized it when I was younger, like your age, around then, or even earlier. Stop doing football for sure.
I think
That was not a calling.
you want to hear something crazy though, is that I think the same thing too. I
I
I
mean, you're
I
pretty young, dude. 18's pretty good. That's a good starting spot.
no,
We're not
I
allowed.
know it's a great starting spot, but it's like I wish I could have started like in high school instead of going on little dates. I wish I would have been like just going out and doing stand up because I'm like, all right, cool. I could have done it at 17, still had the same
Yeah,
baby face.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you got a little stash now, right? You got something there.
Oh yes, sir. We're growing out we got a little testosterone. I'm sneaking a
That's
little
good.
protein at work into my diet.
A little whey protein.
Yes, sir. Dude, I
I'm letting it
want.
grow out for the quarantine.
No, it looks
People are
great. It looks great. I
yeah,
want a beard so bad.
I want to be 18. So, but no, I don't. I don't want to be 18. No, Gerby actually, Gerby, because I told him that too. He's like, it doesn't matter. He's like, you can start whenever. He's like, it's all how you go about it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it doesn't matter. But like I think
It's like it's one of those weird things where it doesn't, but
but
it
it
does.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't. Because you look at Chris D'Elia,
Hmm.
who's 39 now. He started when he was 26. Look at he's one of the best comedians in the world.
Did you watch
And
his
he,
new special?
yes, we can get to that. But then you look at Bill Burr or whatever, fucking Joe Rogan. Those guys are in their 40s, 50s almost, or 50s, almost six. I don't know what they're in their 50s.
Bill's in his 50s.
Yeah, isn't
Bill's like yeah, Bill recently turned 50, I believe.
yeah. So
Um
Rogan is what 45, 7, something like that.
yeah, they're late 40s. Um
But that's only, by the way. So Chris D'Elia is 39.
mhm.
Joe Rogan's 45, and they're almost in the same spot right now.
Ooh, well, yeah, you could
You
say
know,
that.
like yeah, and yeah. I mean, yes and no. You know what I mean?
Um but how old is no Joe's 52.
52. Okay, so I guess 10 years is pretty big, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like you'll get there. It
Yeah,
just
it's his time. It's his time and not quitting.
yeah.
It's just
Ooh,
not quitting. It's
that's a
not
hard
quitting.
one.
That's the crazy thing about Chappelle. Uh Donnell Rollins, he's the oldest young person in comedy because Chappelle's
Yeah,
44 or he's like
yeah,
45 now. And he's been doing it for 30 years,
yeah,
31 years. That's insane. That when he was
yeah.
14 years old.
Yeah, that's well. That but yeah. I think yeah, he's one of those guys who just knew. I think if I was 14, what was that when I was 14? I had no intention of being. I just figured out comedy at 14. I think.
Hmm.
No, I was in middle school and I understood what like stand up was. I was like, oh, this is stand up, and I remember liking it. And I always remember trying to be the class clown, but I also wanted to be like the athlete. And I
Yeah.
cared a lot about being the athlete way more. And I'd always want to be the funniest person, but I always wanted to be uh, the like best athlete, and I was always better at being funny than I was at an athlete.
Dude, that was Chappelle's thing. He tried out for his basketball team and he sucked at it and he went home and he was like, "Ma, I can't play basketball, but I can make them all laugh. I can make them like dying laughing. So I think that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do." Chappelle's different. Chappelle's different.
Did you see his thing on Netflix? Him getting the Mark Twain Award.
I watched that when it aired on PBS.
Oh, shit, you
That's
fucking
how big
nerd.
of a comedy nerd I am. I watched that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. When it was those three dude. It
Oh,
was
when Colin Joe said, "And I'm here to celebrate Mark Twain."
yeah, dude. That was the best.
That was
'Cause
hilarious.
he he couldn't be like, well, I wanted to do comedy and I wasn't sure if I could, and then I saw Chappelle and I knew I could. It's like, no, you're white as shit. So we had to go that route, and it was brilliant. That
That
was
was
great.
brilliant.
And then
And
he's like,
then
I'm gonna read a clip from. Uh,
Neil Brennan stories were
oh
great.
yeah, yeah. He was like almost malicious. He was like, "That's the most I'm gonna get for writing the Chappelle show."
Those
You
those
can
guys
tell.
are great friends. Like they've
Yeah.
been doing Instagram lives.
Oh,
Chappelle's been popping up on Instagram live with Michelle Wolf too. Like Michelle Wolf was
Michelle
hanging out
Wolf.
with
Oh
Chappelle.
my, Michelle Wolf is amazing.
There's
Holy
because Michelle Wolf and Michael Che, I like the I guess they're Chappelle like the Chappelle's mentoring them because they hang out with them. Chappelle was doing like a show in Singapore
yeah.
and Michelle Wolf was one of the openers. So yeah, those two are gonna be big.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Shea, he's good. I don't like when people do the. I tend to not like comedy comics who do the like the what do you call it, the
Weekend update.
SNL Weekend Update. I don't they don't do stand up the way not the way I like it, but like
Hmm.
I don't know. I didn't like Seth Meyers. I don't think Seth
Yeah, those
Meyers.
jokes. But no, listen. Have you seen Michael Che's special?
No.
Watch it because it's not like Weekend Update. It's a
Oh,
legitimate special.
and I really should watch Seth Meyers special too.
Yeah, I haven't seen Seth Meyers, but I know Michael Chase. Michael Chase is great.
Really?
Yeah,
I'll
it's a
give it a watch.
good special. It's from like when did you drop it? Like 16, I think.
Oh,
But
2016?
hmm
He doesn't have a newer one?
yeah, no, he needs to get a new one. But no, it's hilarious. He's a really good stand-up comedian.
Oh, my favorite one so recently wasn't what's his face? It wasn't Chris D'Elia. I thought his is funny, his is goofy,
Hmm.
but Tom Segura's made me laugh so hard.
Yes. Tom
Shit was
Segura's was
funny.
great because you learned about him too. You were like, okay,
Yeah,
this dude, with his like whole dynamic he had with his mother.
yeah, yeah. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I was like,
He's like,
okay, cool.
yes. He's
Hmm.
like, doesn't it be bad when you have to put your dogs down?
And that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
And then the
Oh,
Wu-Tang bit,
what
the
was that?
girl with her dream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
that was
Yeah,
messed
that
up.
was hilarious. That like how many people are part of the Wu Tang Clan? Like 16 or something.
RZA, Ghostface, Killer, all those guys.
Yeah. I don't know the Wu Tang. I don't know the
Have
Wu
you
Tang.
been there's like Instagram live quarantine like artist battles, and they had RZA versus DJ Primo. This is gonna show my age. Um,
What fucking age?
just being real young, not knowing these names. I know RZA, but I think it was DJ
By the way,
Primo.
I don't know. Like,
You don't
I'm
know
not
it?
good. I'm not good in the rap game. Like, this is me ready.
Well,
Yo,
you're a
did
what?
you see fucking Eminem and LL Cool J? Like, I don't know, dude.
Wait,
That, by the way,
you're a white dude from Wisconsin. Like your bar is not high.
no. Yeah, you're from Atlanta. You should know all of them, dude. Where's
Wow.
Ti? Ti versus Tip. How
Ti
was that?
start wearing my hat on sideways. And that's right.
No, we did. You, me, and we're waiting at Thunderbar, and I had a hat on, and I just put it on like the
Oh yeah, we
side.
did that Ti.
Yeah, yeah, you had that same hat on, and I was like, and then Hal actually funny, she came in because she had a hat on, she did it too, and I was like, well, Tip, dude, that was so goofy when he did that. I remember I never listened to the album because I couldn't at the time. I didn't have like because I was when CDs were out. You were a child, so you have no idea what this is. But I like, you can't just like right now. You can go on YouTube and get the whole Tip album. When
Mm.
I was younger, when that came out, you had to buy it. You had to
Ah,
go to a store
explain
with
this to
your
me.
mom's money and buy a CD, and then you had to buy a CD player and then put it on your head. I didn't. Oh, actually, you could have put on your ready an iPod Nano. Remember
Yeah, I
that?
know
No, no,
those. I know those.
no. You know the shuffle, that
Mm-hmm.
was like a, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You had 99 songs, and I remember it was 99. And my aunt got it, and I would listen to. I had 6 songs on it, and I just listened to it.
Yeah,
It
those
was like
same six songs on repeat.
yeah, it was Green Day, probably Thrice. What else was on there? I don't know if Eminem was on there. Lonely by Akon was for sure on there. Just lonely, just sung that the whole time.
Dude,
So
I
I don't know.
remember
I
the
don't know what
first song I ever bought, and this is gonna kill my street cred. Um,
was is it.
like the first song I ever bought was Dark Horse by Katy Perry. I remember I bought that on my iPad. Yeah, and then it was like Eminem Not Afraid.
There you go. You were like, I got to get back. I got to
Yeah, I
go.
gotta get back. That was like middle school. That was middle school Minecraft YouTube channel, Daniel. All right,
Minecraft.
that was a different
Wow.
Dan.
High school was so you had Not Afraid, which is recovery. I had my high school. Because we're really not that far. We're like 6 years apart.
Yeah,
7. That's kind of far. It's almost a decade. That's almost, yeah, that's almost a lot. 7 years is like,
7 years. That's middle school and high school.
okay, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot until I'm 30 and you're 25. When I'm 32 and you're like 25, 26, we will then be the same person. Once that happens, we will be the same person, and then there won't be a difference in age because it's gonna be the same shit.
Yeah.
Get to that age, 25, 26. That's all I know right now. Is you change, your head changes. That's why I totally understand insurance now. Because my idea, my dude, I don't care for a lot of things now. When I turned 25, my cariness went down. I didn't care about like, not about me. Like, I was like, I don't care about my body. It was just like, I don't care about shit. Like, if someone came to me and I didn't like the conversation, I would then just leave the conversation. I wouldn't.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't care about how people really felt about me, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't like a situation, I just knew, I was like, oh, I don't like this. And then I'd leave. I would just leave. And I wouldn't care. But if I was like 19, I would just stay there. Like, no, I got to stay here to make sure I don't miss something.
Well, no, I'm kind of the same way. I've ghosted a few people, so
I wouldn't ghost people. It would just be like situations. Like, I don't like the situation. Yeah, I'm out of here.
You're a better man than me.
I wouldn't leave like the whole area. I'm sorry, the whole, like, if it was in a house, I wouldn't like be like, oh, I don't like this conversation. Bye, guys, and then leave the house. I would just go to another part of the house that I felt more comfortable. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you.
Yeah, I wouldn't totally leave. But so you had recovery. I had the relapse. That was my high school. Was the
you had relapse?
So, yeah. That was when I was in high school, and that shit came out. And he had a fucked up album where he was like a chainsaw massacre person. I remember showing my girlfriend at the time I was showing Eminem this fucked up song, and I don't know why I showed her. I was like, why would I? Who would on a date would you? Like, I was like, let's play this song, and it was like murder, murder, kill, kill. But Eminem, I thought Eminem was cool. I don't know, it didn't work.
Oh, Eminem's a top 5.
Oh yeah, he's top 5.
Eminem's a legend.
I can't do rappers on like what the top 5 is because it would be too white. I'd be gonna like Eminem,
Yellow Wolf,
Miller, no, then like and then Little Dicky, and it's like, yo, Al, you need to get some. Fine, and then like, Chance the Rapper is 5th. No,
Chance.
Chance
is good.
Chance is good. What are you talking about?
Chance is good. I really like Chance, but I wouldn't say great. He's not there yet.
Yeah, he's got 3 albums. He's got 1 album. He got 3.
That Marriage album didn't really elevate him. He had a few on that album. The one where he's holding the CD player or whatever. I forget what it's called. But it was like just celebrating his love for his wife, which was dope. But shout out to Love. We're still looking.
Yeah, shout out to that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing I heard exists, but
yeah, I don't know where it is. It's not around me.
It ain't over here.
No. Oh, his, what do you call it? What is it?
Something summer.
Big Day.
Yeah, Big Day. Big Day. Hey.
I got, yeah. I guess there's a couple songs that I got.
Coloring Book.
Yeah,
Coloring Book hits.
Yeah, I remember listening. Actually, what album? I know. Okay, this is gonna really tear everything down. But Harry Styles is really good. Listen to that guy. You like good music. He's got great music.
You know who I've been listening to unironically? Not because I have this whole thing like running joke that I'm gonna date Selena Gomez. But like I actually listened to her album, and objectively, I like it. It kind of hits. It's pretty good.
I have an Apple Music. I'll listen to it. I'll listen to a couple. Isn't there one called like Boyfriend, and that was about
I want a boyfriend. Doom. Yeah.
Really? That's all it is.
Yeah, she wants a boyfriend. I'm like, Selena, I got you. Don't just be patient. Let this beard fill in. I got you.
I bet you she doesn't even like. I don't know anything about her. I was gonna try to be like, maybe she doesn't like beards. Bieber doesn't have one. Like
Bieber did not have a beard. He was like 12 when they dated.
Yeah, but He still doesn't.
She dated the Weekend. Weekend got a he's got a beard.
Is it? Oh yeah, I guess.
Hey, all I'm saying is that I'm probably her type. That's all. But no, her album actually is like really really good. I've been listening to it like playing Call of Duty.
Oh, you play
So
Call of Duty?
I'm murdering
Is
people.
that what you've been doing with your time? Is playing Call of Duty and working at a
Uh, for a little
for
bit, but I don't know. Like I can't play video games anymore. Ever since I started doing comedy,
yeah.
like I've just been so focused on like working on comedy that like now if I start playing a video game, I feel like bad
Yeah.
almost. And so I bought Modern Warfare and I just got it refunded. Um yes, I
Okay.
just got my money back. So yeah, now I have no video games to play except for like Minecraft. I think it's still on the Xbox. Um
You
so
mean you just
it's
said you were playing Call of Duty?
yeah, I got it refunded though. Like
Oh.
I put in the refund request 2 days ago, and then I got the email today saying, "Hey, you're gonna be seeing your money back in your account soon." So like, nah, I'm not playing
And
games.
they were probably like, just to let you know, you're the first person to ever do this. So it's weird. We're actually testing to make sure this works. We're not sure because no one's ever asked us for this. This is weird timing. Okay. Well, we're glad everything works.
Yeah, especially
They're like,
during
we're gonna
quarantine
send
too.
you. Yeah, they're like, we're gonna send you a survey to make sure everything was good. Actually, the thing that I like is I showed this earlier, but I got a big ass dry erase board,
Mhm.
and that has helped me because I could be because there's something about like, and this is fucking way too like I don't know touchy about it, but like something about grabbing a pen and then like writing something down, just like that whole oh I have to find it, I have to open the page, or it's just like I can stream the consciousness or the joke or whatever the idea onto the board way better, like a lot quicker, and that's what I like about it.
Oh, so you would rather do it on a whiteboard than
So I write it on the whiteboard. I
aren't you
get
afraid it's gonna get erased?
well, I erase it. Then I put it in a book. Once the idea is down, then
I
like
mean, okay.
then because it's kind of like it could leave at any moment,
Mhm.
right? So I put it on the board and I just get some ideas down, and then I'll actually then write it out, and then I have another notebook that I look at the board and then I write it again, and that even changes once, but changes a little bit more. So it's almost like I've like said it or done it 3 times before it gets to my book, and then
Hmm.
I guess I go say it out loud in public, and then that's where I either get silenced or I don't know. But I've had a couple. I feel like pretty good ideas. I don't know. Are you optimistic about what you're writing?
I've got a few bits that I'm like some of them there's some bits I don't know if you get this, but it's like there's some bits I know I'm like, okay, this is probably gonna work to
Yeah,
some degree. Uh and I've got a few bits that it's like I went through some stuff and I know it's the hardships. I'm like, all right, people are gonna be able to relate to this.
yeah,
Um So yeah, I'm a little optimistic, and then there's some that it's just like I have no fucking clue if this is gonna
yeah.
work.
You're like this could be a killer or I throw away. Yeah, there's a lot of those.
And granted, the ones where I said, oh, I feel like this is gonna work. 90% of them don't work, and then
No.
you just go home laughing at yourself, like what kind of fucking overconfident prick were you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm getting a little confident right now with like I'm like oh these ideas are pretty good, and then I'm gonna go to like the gutter mic and be like okay I'm not good. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not that good.
I'm
Not
I'm
even
I'm
why
cheeks.
why I'm cheeks. Why would you think you're good? For like because I'm gonna think back to this and I'm like yeah you thought you were good fucking oh, wow good one dude yeah go back
It's
to the
a
drawing board literally dude because you're terrible.
the weird thing with me is that I have um I'm cockier. Cockier is not the
On stage,
word. Uh
on stage,
um
you have a pretty uh confident on stage like when you're saying it you're like you guys this is fun like you're not saying this is funny but like the way you say it is like this is funny guys You
I
kind of get the crowd.
appreciate it.
You kind of get the crowd like, hey, come over here. I'm saying something funny. And
Appreciate it.
how you say it. And you don't even do those gestures. But it's like, you
Mhm.
guys, come over here. I can tell you something funny. And then you tell something funny.
I think
So,
the confidence, because I have been told it's like you got a lot of stage presence and
yeah.
confidence. I think that's just 19-year-old. I think I know it all. That's just
Yeah.
like the cockiness and confidence you have as a 19-year-old. And then I'm gonna learn that I don't know shit.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to know. Is like I know I don't know anything, but I feel
Hmm.
like I do. And I know in the future I'm gonna feel like I don't know anything. You're in the
It's just I just know that like
you're in a
I,
wormhole, dude. You can see the beginning and end of
mhm.
your life at the same time.
Well,
You're like,
cause all the arguments I get with my mother, I do listen because she's like, yeah, you think you know it all. Um, so it's like, all right, I guess that's why I have confidence on stage.
is that it's kind of like you think you know everything, but I'm starting to think like, is that just what parents say because they got like nothing? Because
Dude, that's what parents say, and then they turn around and then they act like they know it all, and it's like you don't know everything too.
yeah, oh
But
yeah, that's what I told my mom because my mom would always tell me that she's like, I know everything. I'm like, do you, mom? And then now when I'm older, I'm like, mom, you told me you knew everything. You don't know everything.
oh,
You
that
don't.
pisses them off.
Oh yeah, she's like, well, that's what I had to do to tell you to to be quiet or something. And I'm like,
Mhm.
you know what? And whenever I have a kid, I'm probably gonna be like, I know everything. I'm gonna say
Oh
the same
shoot.
thing, just trying to shut them up. But as a 25, as like this age, I've now become, I've turned over. I went from Bart Simpson to Homer. I'm now Homer. I'm
Dude, I
not
don't know
Bart
if that's
Simpson.
what you want.
No, that's not. It's not like
I know
literally
I know what you mean. You went from like smart ass
to
to just
like
like now you understand. Yeah, you don't know shit.
now I understand. It's like, why am I getting strangled? Oh, now I understand why I'm strangled. Like you go from that whole thing. Not that I would ever
Mhm.
strangle or got strangled, but you know what I mean. It's kind
2020
of
when you
like,
have to put a disclaimer on every joke.
yeah, I'm kidding. Uh, so that's kind of where I'm at. Not fully. Like there's a little bit of Bart still. And by the way, I'm not a huge Simpsons fan, but that's the best analogy I can think of. I'm more. I think I'm heading towards Homer and kind of Bart's in the distance now. I'm
In the
not there
distance
for
now.
Homer yet. I'm in the middle. I'm in
Hmm.
between both of them. I understand both sides right now.
Yeah,
Um,
I can sometimes see uh but that I can see my cockiness come out sometimes, that 19-year-old like ego.
yeah.
But the beauty about stand up is that it's so humbling. So the second you get any ego, and if
Yeah,
you listen to that silence, because silence is louder than laughs sometimes. A
for sure.
bomb is louder than laughs. So when you listen to that, you'll put you right back in your place.
Yeah, and I always try to like whenever I bomb is not do the you kind of trail back, you kind of like backtrack like, oh, you don't know what I mean? You
Hmm.
don't know what I mean? Wait, I okay, I'll just I hate when people go like, oh, that was a bad one. I did, or like they're like that was an bomb. You guys didn't like that one.
Hmm.
I hate when people do that. I do it, and then whenever I hear myself do it, I'm like, oh, I hate myself. And then like the bomb gets worse because in my head I'm like, why did I say that? And now I'm backtracking, and I'm the person I hate.
What I hate, uh, what I do the most is that I feed off of energy a little too much. So
Mm-hmm.
like if I can get the room going in the first few jokes, then I can feed off of that and I'm playing off of it. But
Yeah,
then when that first joke doesn't work
yeah,
and the room is like, okay, I feel like they don't like me, it's like, oof, I tend to then like you can like watch it. The next time you see me one of these open mics and it's not going well, you'll see me like my tone gets lower
yeah.
uh and like I kind of like clam up a little bit. And I gotta
You know what
stop that.
you know what you're doing is you're letting the audience win.
Yeah.
You can't let the audience win.
Yeah.
You gotta win. It's hard. I'm not saying this as someone who does it all the time, but you can't let the audience win.
Hmm.
you lose when you say, "Oh, yeah, well, next one," you can feel yourself losing, and the audience will just know. So like, we got this guy. Like,
That's
fuck it.
that's that's yeah, that's why I'm trying to turn on. That's when I think it's okay to be a little cocky.
No, it's great. Do it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've learned is I'm trying to have, since I'm not really overly cocky, but I like having fun. The
Hmm.
biggest thing is having fun. That's what I'm trying to bring, that energy on the stage, because I'm just trying to have fun. If you don't like my jokes, fuck you. But
Yeah. And
like,
I take back cocky, because cockiness is when you have is when skill doesn't match what you're pretending to put out. It's confidence is what you need. Confidence is when like you can have the skill to back up what you're saying.
yeah.
Because there are those people who are cocky, and they'll tell you like, yeah, I murder all the time. But then when you see them, and it's like, word, bud, that's what you call murdering. All right,
No,
sure.
yeah. So that's another thing, is your anyone's definition of murdering or killing.
Hmm.
There's a few comics who say they murdered. I'm
Yeah,
like, that to me was a good performance. That was not a murdering. You did good. You got out alive.
that's
I
why
killed it.
I don't like saying I killed.
Oh yeah.
Whoops,
I that's why I say you know what I say? Oh, you lost your mic? Yeah.
I lost my headphone.
Oh.
That's
I
why I
say
don't like saying I killed,
yeah. You know,
because
I say I had a fun time. I was like, I had fun up there.
yeah,
That's
I'll
me
say
being
like, yeah,
confident.
I did all right.
Yeah. I changed it to like, because I would say, yeah, I did okay. Or I say I had fun. I was like, wow, that was fun up there. I had
Hmm.
fun. Because that's what, like, when you get a good audience, or you do well, it's like that's a great high, and it's just a fun time.
Yeah, because and also as you get better, your your level of killing increases. It should increase,
Mhm.
because I remember the first time I had a book show, and that's like a big deal, and you're like, oh snap, I got to do well, and I did well at it, but like I remember after, I'm like, oh, I killed that, and then
Mhm.
I'm looking back on it now, and I was like, this is all right, bud. So it was like
Yeah,
it's and then you get shows where you do well, and then it's like, okay, then maybe that's killing, but then it should increase.
yeah. That's just like, it's kind of like, uh, it's like weightlifting. Like you lift, like, 135. You're like, yo, that's great, and then the next day you're like, I can do like 140.
Yeah.
That 135 wasn't even that good. But because you've never lifted that weight before, that's great, because you've never killed like that before. So you think that's the greatest, and then you look back and you're like, I mean, I didn't even really do that good. I did okay,
Yeah,
because I know how far I can go.
but it's good in the moment. It feels good.
Yeah,
Those highs.
I mean, even ask any comedian at the highest level. They're like, "What do you think about, like, you ask Bill Burr about any of his shit? You're like, oh, yeah, that was okay." He's like, I'm not. It's not that great.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that was the best thing. You're like,
Yeah,
because
it's
you
all right.
realize that people have a far less bar than you do. Your bar is like up here,
Yeah, you
and they're
should be
way
your
down.
worst critic.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
You
And
should
that's
be.
what's going to be interesting about coming back, is what, because now everyone's on a level playing field. Top tier, bottom tier, all have not done comedy in over a month now.
Yeah. I like top tiers, they're not gonna like atrophy as much. Um, but yeah, especially us open micers, we're yeah, people gonna be rusty.
That's why
Especially,
actually that's why I like doing this monologue thing.
yeah,
I I
it's
have a
great for you.
small, like, because I'll practice it. I'll have like my camera set up. I'll have the I have like so you have the camera,
Hmm.
and then I'll like flip the thing so like I can see myself. And by the way, that's what big mistake people make, is they'll look into this instead of, because this is where the people are, but you're
Yeah.
looking at yourself and you're making sure that you're good. So it's hard to look into the camera.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because then you're looking. It's kind of like you're looking off camera. So that's the thing that I've noticed. But I get that up and I'll go through it. I on my board, I write down all the jokes, because I can't memorize. I'm not trying to memorize them.
Yeah.
Um, and then I'll rehearse it a little bit, and then as soon as I press record and I go back and I come back out, it's like there's a different level because you know you're recording, you know this is what people will see, and it's kind of like a microcosm of what it's like to go on stage. There's no audience, but I know there's an audience. It's like there's an audience eventually.
Yeah.
So
It, it,
it's the only step. There's a pretty big
it,
step there.
it's like T-ball. No one's really pitching at you. You
Yeah,
just got
but
the
you can
ball in the
miss.
tee. Yeah, you can still miss.
Very easily miss. You can still embarrass yourself. So
Yep.
that, in a sense, and then I don't know. Now I have roommates, and you still live at home, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. I didn't move out till I was 24, so
Oh, you thought I was insecure about that?
yeah. You're like,
I'm so happy. There's no rent. I don't have
yeah,
to pay
you're like,
rent.
yeah, bro, shut up, dude. Yeah. No,
No, I can't wait till I get a place of my own.
yeah, obviously, but
But no rent right now, so I'm just saving up every
yeah.
penny.
Um, no, I would go. Sometimes I'll just go downstairs and like I'll have a joke running in my head because they're meant for my roommates. And I said
Okay.
it once and fucking bombed. And I was like, God damn it! I bombed in the living room. Then I went to the kitchen. I was like, fucking, how did that not land? And then
Yeah.
I just realized that they're like watching a movie, and my dumb joke was not going to land anyway. That's like going to a movie theater and trying one joke and be like, oh, it didn't work. Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
shit. Let me pack up.
yeah,
Dude,
they're
I need a
watching
bomb.
1917, and I'm trying to come in there like, hey, here's a funny joke, but people are dying.
The
So
supernova was named your mom.
yeah, they're like, huh? Yeah, I
Dude,
don't
I need a bomb again.
know. I had a Zoom interview or not interview. I had a Zoom meeting with my work. We do them on
Hmm.
Tuesdays, and yeah, there's a couple jokes that I threw out there didn't work. There's one that landed. It was one of those groaners. Someone was like, oh, because they're like, oh, my manager was like, okay, we're gonna go around ask like, what have you been doing? What's something to help everyone else during quarantine? And some lady's like, oh, I'm reading a book. I forgot what the name is. It's not that good. I'm like, the Bible, and everyone was like, oh. And then she described what the book was that she was reading, and she was like, well, it's kind of like a bunch of people were writing it, and it kind of seems like it was from like the third person point of view. I'm like, so the Bible. I was like, this is the Bible. But I didn't say it because I already made everyone groan. I'm like, I'm not going to add on to this. But I was like, that sounds like the Bible.
You're doing Zoom meetings for working at a hotel?
Well, no, because we're really close. We're all like friends.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're just doing it to like still see each other in a loose way.
Mhm.
Because a lot of us are on call. There's only two. Like we usually have 4 or 5 people working. Like on a shift. Now we have 2. So cut down a bunch. And so we don't see each other. And then there's that other shift. There's always the other shift that we see, so we'll see them. We're not doing that, so we don't see each other. We're just trying to keep pace. It's nice. I mean, we're all cool with each other, so
Yeah, that's sick.
nice thing. It's also you get to see their fucking room. It's hilarious.
Oh, for real? Your apartments.
See, I live like in a house, yeah. I live in a house apartment type of thing, but I have a great background. I have all sorts of things to look
You
at.
got the door. That's a nice door.
It's a shitty door, but from a distance, it looks pretty nice.
From a distance, it looks half decent.
I got my Wisconsin plates up there. I
Oh,
got
that's what they are. They're from Wisconsin.
yeah, and then this is actually the Milwaukee flag. Can't point.
You guys have a flag?
Milwaukee. Yeah, it's the people's flag, and
People's flag?
yeah, the people's flag of Milwaukee, which is hilarious. Wisconsin still hasn't. This flag's been around for like I don't know, maybe 7 years, 7-10 years,
Hmm.
and Wisconsin or Milwaukee City hasn't declared it like the flag of. But you go to Milwaukee, you will see this flag on shirts,
Yeah.
on cards. You'll see it everywhere. Not everywhere. It's not the American flag, but you see it enough, and no one is like, yeah, let's make it that. And then I have some artist gave me like a picture once, and it's really cool.
I want some art. When I get a place, I'm gonna get some art. Is that a Steelers jersey? What is that? Oh, that's in your closet.
Oh,
No, I know that. That's Milwaukee Bucks.
yeah. Oh, no. You know who this is?
Is that who's that? Mean Joe Green?
Hell no. Devontae Adams, brother.
Oh, from the lighting, it looks like a Steelers jersey.
Oh, really? Not.
Yeah, which is probably not something to say to a Green Bay fan.
It's how can you even see that? I can't even see that.
Got eyes.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you got those 19-year-old eyes. No, I actually got my mom got me this Mason Crosby shirt, which I love Mason Crosby. But there's I don't know if you've ever bought a jersey in the last whatever, but they got like three different kinds of jerseys. There's like a replica jersey, there's game jersey, and then there's like super game jersey or whatever.
Mhm.
And the replica one just does it looks like I'm wearing my boyfriend's like sweater.
Yeah.
It came down to like my forearm, and
Hmm.
then it went down to like my mid knee, and it was a small. Like I was
Damn.
like, you're supposed to put shoulder pads on this, I think. So I got like another one, and then when I changed, I was like, I'd rather have Devontae Adams because my last name's Adams. I'll get Crosby on my own. I'll buy Crosby on my own. But that was like a Christmas gift or whatever.
No, I know what you mean. My dad got me a Tom Brady jersey. It was like medium, and yeah, I look like I'm wearing boyfriend's like
Yes.
like I slept over at my boyfriend's house, and I didn't have any clothes. It's like you can wear this Brady jersey.
Yeah. Yeah. I told my mom that I was like, this doesn't fit, and this it fits better. It goes like to my like the crease of my arm, my elbow, I guess is what you call it. And it goes like mid thigh, so it looked decent. Because jerseys, I mean, they look good, big on everyone.
Mm.
But yeah, there's two when it goes to like forearm.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not a big jersey fan. Like I like wearing them in public. I
I'm
don't
only wearing it to like
like
at
games.
yeah games. No, I mean there's Packer bars here, so I'm gonna
Oh,
wear that.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's two of them. There's Banshee, which is I forgot where it is, and then there's one in Alston that's really close to Thunderbar, like super close, like down the street.
Oh, really? Yeah, Thunderbar was cool because it was right next to
Oh, I
BU.
love Thunderbar. I miss Thunderbar so much. I love that place.
Thunderbar
It's
was
such a
cool.
nice little area. I can try new stuff there. I
Hmm.
was getting good at like trying my new stuff there, kind of working in, and I don't know. I like that.
Thunderbar. I love Comedy Studio. I loved hanging out there.
Studio was fun. 7:30. That's just like a, you know,
Yeah.
that's for the tough. It's the 7:30.
Oh man, I remember all those nights waiting till like 12:20 and being
Yeah,
worried about catching the train
yeah, yeah,
back to BU. Oh man, having to like run to the red line, and
yeah.
then
Because
if
you'd have to go back to Park Street to go back down to.
yeah, I had to run, go to Park Street, and then sit and wait, hope that there's like catch the last train, the
To
last
Boston.
B train, yeah,
Yeah.
and then get off
That's
at
crazy that we
Pleasant Street.
never, because I always went on Boston College train, never saw you.
I know. I only saw Hal once, and
Yeah, and
apparently she wrote it like every day. Or
Hal also lives like decently close to me. She uses a green line. I think she does. Never see her. Weird.
yeah,
Not
I only
visiting.
saw her once on my way back from somewhere. It was at night. She was coming from work.
Yeah. No, I just, I don't know. I miss comedy.
I miss stand up, so I'm talking to myself so much. It was granted it runs in the family. I'm Italian, so like my nana talked to herself. My dad argued with himself in the shower.
I mean, I talk to myself. I think I do more like it's kind of hard in here because
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of quantumy. Um, but when I'm out doing shit, I'm always talking to myself.
Dude, quarantine's getting on my nerves because now I feel like I can't hit up anybody or like any
Yeah.
girls. Well, I feel like I can't hit up any girls without seeming like real thirsty. And I was like, oh,
Hmm.
he's just horny because of quarantine.
Yeah.
Because there's a few I want to be like, hey, what's up? I mean,
Yeah.
granted, my intentions are uh
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
a relationship or something, but I just want to fucking shit.
Yeah. No, I feel it, though. Um, you gotta wait. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird times though. It's just weird. It's just weird that like I don't know. You could like look at um, New York and it's like a ghost town. Like okay, it's weird that this is what we're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
just like staying home.
yeah, it's 8 o'clock on a Thursday. I should be at either Thunderbar or the the what do you call it? The Black Horse or Dark Horse, whatever it's called,
Hmm.
Dark Horse or the comedy. So it's weird because you're
It,
like, oh, it should be there. Like right now, it should be either doing. It should be on stage right now.
it is really weird. Uh, I don't like it at one bit. I need
So
human interaction.
okay,
Hmm.
I am hungry, but I want to go leave on a good note here.
I know we've been
Well,
going for a minute.
yeah, dude, I haven't seen you in a while. We could probably go longer, but I'm hungry as
I know
shit.
I'm starving too.
Just wait. Okay, two things now. Quickly, the first one: Does
Hmm.
your do you cook food or does your parents cook food?
Hmm,
Is it both?
neither. My mom cooks.
Grits?
What you say, grits?
Yeah.
No, she's not that southern.
Okay. I don't
She's
know.
from Africa. Um, actually,
Uh,
the first time I had grits was in Africa.
what? Is it?
Yeah, yeah,
Is it?
we
I don't know.
were.
I really don't know.
It was just the it wasn't even like grits from Uganda. It was just we had those instant Quaker dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
And yeah, we
super
just
weird.
ate those.
Dude, I wonder, like people from Africa, and if they see that Quaker Oats dude, like they got to be like, this is the what? This is
They're like, "Hey,
quintessential.
Mr. Rogers."
Yeah,
That's what
like
they
this
think.
is the quintessential white guy. Like he looks like the
If
colony.
it makes you feel any better, that's what every black person thinks when they see
Oh yeah,
the
yeah. I
Quaker.
suppose you don't have to be from that or in Africa or even near it. No. So, what was your last stand up like? Whenever it was, if it was a show or it was a
What was my
yeah,
last
open mic?
stand up?
So,
My last stand up.
yeah.
It was
So,
a
blind on this.
open mic, and I
Mm-hmm.
believe I bombed hard. I'm trying to. I can look at the memos. What about you?
Was it new material?
Oh yeah. Actually, I felt like I bombed, but a few guys were like, "Hey, that was a good set." Yeah, it was new material. It was at like one of those places where you go to bomb. You know those like
Oh
rooms where
yeah.
it's like you're not gonna do well.
What's it called?
It's a bar called at 529, but it's like the 420 mic.
Ah, no,
Yeah,
because like like you go to like the gutter mic. That's a place to palm. Then,
it's
uh,
essentially kind of like gutter mic.
yeah. My last one was at Dark Horse, and I thought it did pretty well. It was very loud there. Did you go there? Were you there when that?
Yeah, I was for opening night.
Oh yeah, you were there. Okay, so yeah, so when you left, I mean, when you were there,
Hmm.
like it gets loud there.
Yeah, because it's a bunch of college kids and they're watching games.
Yeah. So when I was there, it was weird because this was right as it was ending. Like right as sports were ending, there was no game on,
Hmm.
but there's still loud people for some reason. And I thought I did pretty well. I had fun. I got through all my jokes. I didn't forget anything. I don't think. I had this new bit that I was like really working on, and I was liking where it was going.
Hmm.
I don't even know it. And then Will Noonan uh, came up to me, or I was by him. And he was like, "Oh, that was a good whatever joke." And I was like,
Okay,
"What?" So
okay.
all of that, I was like, "Cool." That I was riding a high, and then there's all this.
And then yeah, momentum
Oh,
killed.
and then there was supposed to be this thing at um, Boston, Laugh Boston. It was Flappers. It was like an audition thing. They have 24 comics, 25 comics come in. You sign up free. Doesn't
Mm.
matter. It was $5 or whatever. Don't think I got my money back. You go from Flappers. I think it was $5 or $10, seven maybe, some ridiculously low price. And you sign up, and then it's like they take two people. They have from Flappers, which is a thing in LA,
Hmm.
a comedy place in LA. They come in 25 comics. I think you do 4 minutes, and then they choose two people, one person from the crowd, like the crowd favorite, and then one from the producer because they're the producers, and then you get to do time at Flappers in LA.
Oh,
So I was so excited. That was like the next Sunday. So this thing happened on Thursday, and then that Sunday was gonna happen, and then everything fucking dove down. So, and I was
yeah.
like riding a high. I was like,
I know that comedy high. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I was like, I had two pretty good sets that week, or two of them out of the whatever I did, enough to like, it didn't matter. I was like, I got this, and I felt confident, and then
Nah, I know exactly how you feel.
but like I'm not sweating it. I'm like that. Then that happened. That was not supposed to happen. Then,
Yeah,
I'm definitely one of those guys. Something doesn't happen, I don't get mad that it didn't happen. I'm like, that wasn't supposed to happen.
yeah.
Then
Everything happens for a reason.
yeah, I was like,
That's what
this
I'm
did.
trying to learn.
Hey, young buck, you'll learn
You
it.
say young buck.
I'm just kidding. I think you're doing great, dude. I'm excited to see where you go. I hope we can climb the ranks together so we can
Oh
talk
yeah,
about this.
I'm real excited about your thing. I honestly I think you're it's got so much room to grow and to
Yeah,
become like a little cultural icon thing.
thank you.
Like
Well, whenever you come back, or whenever I can get people on and get that figured out, well, for sure, because we can jam for 10, 15 minutes, I'm sure, because we just did for almost
we
2 hours,
almost 2 hours. Yeah, it's
and
about
that seriously didn't even feel like that long.
yeah, it flew by. But yeah,
Yeah,
take care. Get
hell
something
yeah,
to eat.
you too. Get those grits in you.
Yes,
Get that
sir.
protein in you.
Yes, sir.